seasons when God silences the noise around you. Not because he has forgotten you, but because he is watching how much of himself he can trust you with. Sometimes heaven deliberately delays your rising, not to punish you, but to prepare you. For every vessel God intends to fill, he first empties. For every man he intends to send, he first teaches to stay. Waiting upon the Lord is not the absence of progress, it is the presence of process. It is God enrolling you into the school of stillness, where your desires are tested, your motives are weighed, and your heart is refined until nothing remains but a pure hunger for Him. Waiting is heaven's classroom for making of vessels. Those who rush often arrive empty, but those who wait emerge carrying presence. You see, listen to this one, brother, sister. God is not impressed by your speed, He is drawn by your stillness. There are dimensions of God that cannot be accessed by movement, only by waiting. He hides his deeper self in stillness, and only the patient can find him. Every time you wait, you are proving to heaven that you love God for who He is, not for what He gives. Waiting reveals the depth of your affection and the purity of your pursuit. When God delays, it is never because He is late, it is because He is perfecting something within you before He releases something to you. In waiting, He is working not around you, but in you. You may think you are waiting for the door to open, but heaven knows the door is opening. The door is opening is you. Listen to this. Abraham waited 25 years for a promise that could have been spoken in a moment. David was anointed in the field, yet crowned in the cave. Joseph saw a dream in his youth, but lived in dungeons before destiny called his name. Even Jesus, the very Son of God, waited 30 silent years before one public year of power. Why? Because waiting matures your spirit for the weight of divine purpose. If God answered you too early, you will destroy what He gave you. Blessings that arrive before maturity becomes burdens. So He waits until your strength is no longer in activity, but in stillness, until your joy is no longer in outcomes, but in obedience. When you learn to wait, you no longer demand for God, you trust Him. Waiting shifts your faith from expectation to adoration. Those who wait upon the Lord do not waste time. They exchange it for transformation. Every second in the waiting room is a seed in the soil of destiny. The longer you wait, the deeper your roots grow. And when your roots go deeper, your fruits will never wither. There is a difference between delay and divine development. Delay frustrates the flesh. Development refines the spirit. What feels like denial is often preservation. God is keeping you from premature exposure. He hides you until your capacity can handle what your calling demands. You are not being delayed, you are being designed. Listen, dear brother, dear sister, listen, beloved. The men who carry God are not the loud ones. They are the ones who have learned the language of the silence. They know how to tarry, how to linger, how to stay until voices becomes clearer than their desires. They wait until peace becomes their compass and His presence becomes their priority. The impatient crave platforms. I repeat again, the impatient crave for platforms. The patient craves presence. The impatient seek recognition. The patient seek revelation. The impatient chase gifts. The patient owes to God. And when you finally wait long enough, when your heart has been broken, purified, and empty of ambition, even heaven will trust you with Himself. Because God, because God, because God, because God does not dwell in the area, He dwells in the humble. Oh, that the church will learn again to wait, to stay until tears become prayer and prayer becomes transformation, to tarry until the fire falls again, not on altars of noise, but on hearts of surrender. Oh, that the church will learn again to wait until he speaks. And when he speaks, to move only at his words. Waiting is not weakness, sister. Waiting is not weakness, dear minister. Dear pastor, waiting is not weakness. Dear brother, waiting is not weakness. It is warfare. It is how you tell heaven, I trust your timing more than my timeline. It is how you say, even if nothing changes, I'm still yours. Waiting is not weakness. It is warfare. Some people waited, they thought that waiting upon the Lord is a weakness. I have come to remind that waiting is warfare. That you tell God, it is how you say. You tell him that even if nothing changes, I am still yours. And then one day, when patience has finished her work,